Did you know that the ancient Egyptians had a unique approach to dental hygiene? Picture this. Instead of your morning minty fresh delight, they scrubbed their pearly whites with crushed eggshells and pumice. Yes, you heard that right. Eggshells and volcanic rock. Talk about a gritty smile. They were literally eating rocks for breakfast. Who knows if it worked? But hey, at least their breath was crunchy. Next time you brush your teeth, be grateful for minty freshness, not eggshell crunchiness. Moving on to the Romans, who had a rather natural approach to laundry. Yep, you heard it right. Romans had a unique affinity for urine, not for its aromatic qualities, but for its bleaching prowess. The ammonia content in urine served as a natural bleach. Ah, the joy of scrubbing your tunics with urine. The Romans really knew how to keep things fresh and clean, didn't they? So next time you complain about laundry day, just remember, at least you're not using piss to wash your togas. Moving east, let's talk about the Indus Valley Civilization's remarkable sewage system. Around 2,500 years before the Common Era, these folks were already sending their waste packing with an advanced sewage and drainage system that put many modern setups to shame. Imagine, while we're dealing with plumbers who can't tell a wrench from a rubber duck, their systems had proper conduits and covered drains. Makes you rethink that leaky faucet, doesn't it? The ancient Greeks had some rather strange beliefs, especially about redheads. Now, our ginger friends have had their share of stereotypes, but the Greeks really took the cake. They were convinced that once a redhead shuffles off this mortal coil, they turn into vampires. Yes, vampires. No garlic, no steaks, just a hair dye could have saved the day. Makes you wonder, was the Greek underworld just a never-ending episode of True Blood? So, to all the redheads out there, sleep well tonight. The Mayans were not just great at predicting the end of the world. Oh no, they had a knack for timekeeping that would put your smartwatch to shame. Their calendar system, with its intricate cycles and counts, was more precise than the Julian calendar Europe was fumbling with at the time. I mean, who needs leap years when you've got the long count? So, maybe next time you're late, blame it on your inferior calendar. Or maybe, just maybe, you could get a Mayan one. Let's move on to ancient China, where they were making it rain, with paper. Yes, indeed, the Tang dynasty, spanning from the early 7th to the late 10th century, saw the introduction of paper money. Now, I'm not talking about monopoly money. This was the real deal, folks. Just imagine the excitement of holding your first paper bill, or the disappointment of the first paper cut. And you thought Bitcoin was a revolutionary idea. Well, it seems the Chinese were centuries ahead in the game of currency innovation. Ever thought who came up with the concept of fast food? Well, it was the ancient Pompeians. Seems the desire for a quick bite isn't a modern invention after all. These savvy folks had what we'd call fast food joints, known as thermopolia. And you think your $1 burger is cheap? Try a hot plate of dormice, flamingo, or a side of sea urchin. No, they didn't have a clown for a mascot. But hey, you can't have everything. So next time you're in the drive-thru, remember you're part of a long, proud tradition dating back to 79 CE. Moving to Mesoamerica, let's talk about the Olmec civilization and their heavy heads. Now imagine this. You're an Olmec, and you've got a 40-ton stone head that needs moving. No big deal, right? Except you've got no metal tools, no wheels, just good old-fashioned elbow grease and a can-do attitude. Makes you wonder what their health and safety meetings looked like. Remember, lift with your legs, not your back. Also, try not to get crushed. And you thought assembling IKEA furniture was tough. Let's go back to where writing all started. Ancient Mesopotamia. Picture this. You're a Mesopotamian, tapping away on your clay tablet, leaving wedge-shaped imprints, essentially the emojis of yesteryears. Cuneiform script, they called it. It's like texting, but with more manual labor and less autocorrect. And boy, what an arm workout. No need for a gym membership when you're chiseling out your grocery list. So, the next time you send a text, remember, you're part of a tradition that dates back to 3200 BCE. Finally, let's talk about the Egyptians and their intense love for cats. Yes, those ancient pyramid builders were the original cat ladies. Cats were considered sacred, and even accidentally swiping one could lead to a severe punishment, including death. Imagine that, being executed for tripping over Fluffy in the middle of the night. It seems like the internet's worship of cat memes and videos is relatively tame in comparison. So if you thought your cat obsession was a bit much, at least you're not facing the death penalty.